Let's start with a story. A nurse needed to program an infusion pump to deliver 130.1 milliliters per hour of medicine. And she did everything right. She pressed the right keys, a 1, a 3, a 0, a period for the decimal point, and a 1 again. But this model of infusion pump didn't accept decimal points on dosages over 99.9. So the infusion pump just ignored the decimal point. As a result, the pump delivered 1,301 milliliters per hour, which unfortunately was a 10 times overdose. Here's another story. Two nurses were taking care of a 15-day-old baby with a congenital heart defect, breathing problems, and a rapid heart rate. They gave the baby digoxin to slow the heart rate, but they made a mathematical mistake and gave the baby 220 micrograms of digoxin instead of the intended 22.0 micrograms. The baby went into cardiac arrest and died a few days later. Stories like this are way more common than people realize. This problem, referred to as death by decimal point, is just one example of preventable medical error. And preventable medical error kills about 250,000 Americans per year. It's the third leading cause of death in the United States behind heart disease and cancer, and accounts for about 9.5% of all U.S. deaths. Now, I should mention that these data are before COVID-19, but you can imagine this is still a critical problem. What's more, these data account for only inpatient deaths. They don't include deaths in clinics, ambulatory settings, or homes. The critical point here is that errors aren't usually the result of carelessness or incompetence. Instead, they happen because healthcare providers are humans, and humans make mistakes. Humans make more mistakes, of course, when they use a product that's difficult to use, or when we expect people to process too much information at once, or when we expect them to remember too many things for too long. They happen when we expect people to make excellent decisions under stress or when they're fatigued. Sometimes errors happen because the product doesn't match the capabilities and limitations of the user. This user can be a healthcare provider, a tech, a caregiver, or the patient themselves. Fixing this problem is the specialty of human factors engineering. Here's a definition. Human factors engineering studies and applies knowledge from all human sciences. It does that to improve the match between people and their products, processes, and environments. It focuses especially on knowledge of human capabilities, limitations, and behaviors. Notice the focus here on human capabilities, what people are good at, human limitations, what people sometimes are bad at, and human behavior, what people do in different situations and circumstances. Human factors engineering attempts to capitalize on people's capabilities while overcoming those limitations. Of course, people are complex and multifaceted, so human factors engineering relies on many different disciplines. As you can see in this slide, it relies on sort of three main areas and intersections among them. The first are social sciences, which include psychology, anthropology, sociology, and frankly, other ologies along the way. Biological sciences, which include things like physiology, anatomy, and of course, medicine. And then finally, design and engineering, industrial design, industrial engineering, user experience design, operations engineering. All of these are pretty important contributors to human factors engineering. Of course, it's really difficult to be an expert at all of them. In fact, it's probably impossible. So what this means for your career, if you choose to study human factors engineering, is that you have to become really good at one type. Perhaps you focus on social sciences and you're interested in cognitive science, for example, learning and memory and decision making. Perhaps you're particularly strong at physiology and anthropometry and biomechanics, so you would come from more of a biological standpoint. But the fact is, you can only be good at one kind of these things generally. So what's important here is to be really good at it and then have a lot of very competent colleagues that you can call on for your specific challenges when you have particular projects. So that's a very brief introduction to human factors engineering and its application to healthcare, and especially to medical error. If you found this useful, please click the like button and subscribe for more information about healthcare human factors and user experience.